Yeah, g'day everyone, Aussie Shooter here again, and I wanted to use this video to address a question that gets asked of me quite often. And I can understand when this question gets asked by anti-gunners, but I just don't understand how come it gets asked by gun owners. So anyway, I'm going to tackle the question today, and hopefully I'll give you guys some more insight and information and arm you with a bit of knowledge so you can go forth and tackle those anti-gunners. And the question is, why do I need an AR-15? Why do I need an AR-15? Why do I need an AR-15? Well, I need an AR-15, and there are many answers for this, so just bear with me. I need an AR-15 because I completely reject the fact that the government has the right to take away my freedom of choice in what's supposed to be a free country like Australia. If the government sees me fit and proper person to have a firearms license and to own firearms, then I should have the right to choose whatever firearms are right for me. And that's why I need an AR-15. I need an AR-15 because I reject the notion that private ownership of these type of firearms make us a more dangerous country to live in. Now, other Commonwealth nations like New Zealand and Canada are living proof that these firearms can be purchased and owned by law-abiding firearm owners with very little to no further risk to the general public. And that's why I need an AR-15. I need an AR-15 because currently countries like New Zealand and Canada enjoy great economic benefits from their outdoor recreational market. And these benefits could be enjoyed by us as well, but the laws need to change. Now, I believe any laws that prohibit people in this country and overseas visitors from enjoying the great outdoors, enjoying their shooting sports and enjoying hunting should be abolished. And that's why I need an AR-15. I need an AR-15 because it's a fantastic hunting rifle. There is nothing better in the scrub than a semi-automatic centerfire rifle. Now, I'm sure that I'm not only speak for myself but for many others when I say that I'm sick and tired of shooting the first pig, maybe the second if you're lucky, and watching the rest of them run away. Now, we've got a huge problem in this country with feral pests, and I believe every law-abiding firearm owner should have the right to own a semi-automatic rifle like an AR-15, and that will greatly contribute to cutting down the number of feral pests in this country. And that's why I need an AR-15. I need an AR-15 because our military is in decline and has been for many, many years. The ADF has been plagued by one scandal after another, and no amount of positive advertising by the government seems to be doing a good job at lifting the numbers. Now, we currently have no means in this country to pique people's interest through the civilian market into joining the military, and I think that needs to change. I think we've got a very strong licensing process in this country, and once the average punter out there has been vetted by the government, I believe they should have a right to own military style firearms and participate in military style shooting sports. And I believe that this will greatly contribute to lifting the numbers of the Australian Defence Force. And that's why I need an AR-15. I need an AR-15 because the current restrictive gun laws in this country have given rise to what's arguably the most lucrative illegal firearms market in the world, right here in Australia. And is that something that we really want to be proud of as a nation? I don't think so. And one of these can fetch as much as 20 grand on the streets of Sydney. And I think that needs to change. The laws need to be abolished. These firearms need to be legalised again to kill off the market, and they should be put back into the hands of their rightful owners, the law-abiding gun owner. And that's why I need an AR-15. I also need an AR-15 because I believe there is no stronger symbol in any country that you live in a free nation when its citizens are allowed to legally purchase and own military-style firearms. It is an extremely important symbol that you are a part of the free world, and we've lost that symbol. And I don't believe Australia is part of the free world anymore. We are extremely over-regulated, and it's turning into a complete nanny state. We have the most restrictive laws amongst all the Commonwealth nations and amongst all the Western nations, and I think that needs to change, and that's why I need an AR-15. And last of all, it's not a question of need anyway. People don't need to go skydiving and jump out of perfectly good planes. People don't need to buy a Ferrari and race fast cars. People don't need to go mountain climbing and climb Mount Everest. We do these things because they are part of the fabric of life and what makes us human and what makes life worth living. So I reject the fact that the government can tell me which gun I need and which gun I don't need. I find that completely and totally ridiculous, and it goes against all the ideals of a free nation. So anyway guys, I'm Aussie Shooter, I'm signing out. I'm hoping I've given you some ammo to tackle those anti-gunners. And just make sure you set those gun owners straight who still think they don't need an AR-15. And I'll see you later.